Hello everyone. Today we're going to be streaming another mouse related stream, obviously. There's a mouse on the screen. But if you look over to the right, you can see that we have these interesting things called the green mice. They're concepts created by Jeremy that are based off of the Green Man. Alright. My name's Aaron. I am one of the artists here at Soma. And so today, we're turning Jeremy's concept that's over here on the right side into a sculpture. I've already gotten started on it because there was a couple things I needed to do for a base. So this is our green mouse that we're going with. It's a bit big, but the idea that we're wanting to use this mouse for, specifically the sculpture for, is that it's a place where it kind of creates an area that the mouse can travel through. Like it indicates that, hey, this is a little hidey hole or a place you can go through to find a secret space. Except for it's not so secret because it's fairly obvious because of this giant green mouse head. But we're planning on adding some fun greenery on it, and that's what the concepts on the right are for. I also have the sizing so you guys can see exactly how big this head has to be compared to the mouse. It's rather hilarious to look at. So some of the things I had to keep into consideration: mice have much longer faces because of their snouts, so we had to flatten the heads. So you can see, here's the mouse compared to this head. And you can see that this mouse's actual nose goes out farther. So one of the things I had to consider when I was working on this earlier was that I don't want this to look like a cat, because it's easy to make this snout look like a cat when it's not quite nearly as actually pointed, but it needs to be a shorter snout. Anyway, so some of the things I've already started on it was I have blocked out. Give me a second so you can see what that is. I've already blocked out these back layers of leaves based off of this upper left concept that's right about here. You can kind of see it. My mouse doesn't like to go over the image for you actually sorry, it's the top right image. Like, I like the idea of there's some imagery behind, there's some leaves behind it, but I haven't actually started on any of the ones in the front. So I'm going to start off big, then go from bigger leaves to the smaller leaves, some more detail. We'll see how far I can get. So with that in mind, let's get started. First things first, I'm going to want to connect this piece here. I'm going to kind of zoom in over here. And I'm going to use a tool called the blob tool. It allows me to just kind of make a random shape in space that isn't super thick, and it works really well for creating these leaves. I've done a little bit of experimentation with it to get it to work, rather than bringing in primitive shapes to make like I do with mice limbs. And these are not going to be perfect, but they're going to work for what I want. Alright, first leaf shape. Oh wait, give me a second, I need to shrink something down on my other screen so I can actually see my concepts. So I like how in concept, the one that actually has a 1 next to it, that's the top left concept, I like how it doesn't actually have well, not what I wanted. What I like about it is that, give me a second, didn't want that. I like that there isn't actually a major leaf right here. Instead, it kind of blends things in, and that then instead has something kind of building in here. So I'm gonna go for try and get something like that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's kind of build some stuff in. I probably need to be tackling it from this angle instead, because with the blob tool, it kind of matches what you are going, the angle you're going at, and sometimes it goes into your things. But it works it out for the most part, or at least we can definitely work with it. So you can see it's just kind of building up some layers. If you end up looking up a green man, like what that looks like, it really is a human face with a bunch of leaves on it, like, and attached and built into it. Like, they blend into the skin, and then they come out, and some of them are obvious leaves, other ones are not quite obviously leaves. So, like, we're probably going to go with some of the more delicate stuff as we get closer to the face here. And I think... apparently I still have Facebook open. Someone just messaged me. How's everyone doing today, by the way? I feel like I'm making a lion mane right now. Looks very much like I'm making Simba. Oh, I mean, yeah, actually feels very much like a Simba. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Like when he's singing to It's Great to Be King. Sounds very much, it looks very much like that, because he has a whole, like, leaf mane. Looking at that, and that came off really at an odd angle, which is going to be fun. I think a good idea for maybe a later piece, but not right now. I'm more of just trying to highlight. Like, these aren't like great examples. I'm kind of, some of these I'm kind of, alright, it's not like a perfect, this is actually the first time I've done some experimentation, but it's my first real, like, shot at making this. And so, I think actually what I'll do is I'll start from here, and I'll see what I can do with this. Maybe good, maybe bad.
So since there appears to be some lag here, they answered you as
Oh, that's really cool, Nova. I'm doing fairly well. I've been really busy here at the office, getting everything prepared. We have a conference that we're going to next week. So making sure that we're ready for that is important. If I get rid of this back layer, there's like nothing. Okay, there's still something, but it's not nearly as much. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and pull the primitives in. I have so many options up here for primitives. If I've barely even explored all of them. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do a circle. Earlier I had to make a little hat, give him a little bit extra circular nature on the top of the head because I made it too flat. So okay, I'll use this instead. Oh, that's really cool. Looks like an old mouse, which is okay. They don't tend to look like the green man sculptures and paintings that we're pulling this from. Don't tend to be young. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to turn this green so you can see how it like kind of blends in and it's not so like obviously all white. And I'm going to actually start coming here and scraping some of this stuff so it looks. Of course, saving is always a good thing to do too. Of course, recently it's been taking a while to save, but I think that's because I have a lot of stuff on my computer, so it's like making sure it has another room to save too. It's really fun how just by adding some like lines in here, it really starts to, they start to really look like leaves. That sounds really awesome, Nova. Wait, the badger wielding Martin's sword. I know it's happened in the books and stuff, but it's always like, I imagine it. It always seems a little funny because of it being a smaller sword. That must be like it's like a knife to them, in my mind. Exactly. I didn't mean to cut into this one leaf here. As you can tell, I'm kind of making these guys holly leaves. Holly leaves are very popular in the brand of art we're imitating. I think they're holly leaves if I remember correctly. Oh, that's fun, Monk. I like that idea a lot. Alright, so it looks like we're back. I'm sorry, that was something on my side. I don't know what, we'll have it checked out afterwards. Okay, so looking at this right now, I'm going to actually go to do a little bit of like just, I almost want to say sketch work, just to kind of show what that looks like. Right? So I actually changed what shader I was using just on the sculpture to make it look more like a sculpture. Like it's more green, but you kind of see like the different strokes a little bit better. And I want to we did this actually. That'll probably help clarify some cases, what's going on in the background. Make this easy to work with again. Okay. Yeah, actually, because of all the different sizes, like, and like the idea that size was changed between books, it actually made it really hard for us to size the characters for this game initially. Like, we had to figure out how big everything was. We actually, it's one of the reasons why we sized everything compared to mice. Makes that easier, at least in a sense, and we clarify what things look like for consistency as well. We also assumed that anything that was clarified as a size rule in the first book doesn't count because it never happens anywhere else, such as the fact that there's a horse-drawn cart. That a horse never shows up anywhere else, so we assume that horses are not around in the same way, at least. So that was like it's one of his things that we don't think that he thought through when he was writing them, but still made wonderful books anyway. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Gotten these kind of like shaped out a little bit better now. I'm gonna have to come back to this one. I forgot the symmetry's on. I think that is actually probably great equivalent. The Asmodeus really smog. That's fun. Okay, so now I got the leaves on that side a little bit more refined. Minus this one. Okay, so now I'm going to stop making it so you guys can actually see this part here. It's not just weird. Asmodeus. If this was a drawing stream instead of a sculpting stream, I would be drawing that right now. But it's not. I'm sorry guys, I can't. I want to, but I can't. far on that one. Also, I'm enjoying you guys just having your discussion comparing these two wonderful, just like these two wonderful universes, and it's like it's so much fun. Those big, big, big. Okay, now that I got this mane kind of, and I mean mane as in like it looks like a mane around his face. Since I got that part in, I'm gonna start adding in some more towards the front. I'm kind of looking at the concepts that Jeremy made, wondering which one I want to do. I don't have anything that's like long and viney, which I kind of wanted to look into adding. Which probably means blob time. I kind of like that idea, but I don't like what came out of it. So I'm just going to kind of cut that out really quickly, redo it. Great. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to get this tool. Do that. Don't want to get too curvy, mostly because that's not true really to the original source material, like what we're looking at as references. Now use the blob to add in some loop here, loop there, and I'm using gray right now. It's just to kind of differentiate where the pieces are, but I don't want to make this too. Oh gosh, just looked at chat. Oh gosh. Good to see you, Frodo Worm. You shall not pass fire room. Giddy! I love it. It's so great. You guys are awesome, by the way. You guys are the ones that make streaming amazing. No, I don't want to leave there. Yeah, so you guys, yeah, thanks for the question for us. Yeah, so last week we had Jeremy stream concepts for the kind of water spout thing. So this week what I'm doing is I'm actually concepting it out, and this is something that'll go up on a wall. Mouth's open, a little bit more open than his concepts have, but we also want, because we want this thing not only to be a decorative piece, but something that this mouse could lean over and squeeze through this hole. Like this could end up being a pathway through a wall, or for some reason into a hidden room, or actually just it makes for extra pathways. So that's what this is. I'm working on getting his concepts into a sculpt, which is, I think, one of the first times we've done this. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not thinking that. Okay. Oh, really? Welcome to the stream then, Paris. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Paris Nikos. Yeah, we stream every week. I'm saying that, and next week we don't have a stream because we won't be in office actually. But other than that, we usually have a stream. It's every Thursday at 1 p.m. I want to get this part right here. What? Well, welcome to the stream, Monk of Shades. I didn't realize. Thank you. I will say that the shading is super easy to change right now. Like, I click on a thing that's currently hidden behind your concept pictures that you guys have over there. But I can make this green, this whole thing green like this, or I just thought it was fun to work in it as if I'm making a bronze sculpture, which is kind of the reason why I had like this. I've worked like this before. This guy right here is using, I think, this shader or this shader, which look pretty close to the same. So
he looks like a Hawaiian.
Hawaiian?
Hawaiian. It's the leaves make me think of a mane, but it looks really cool.
In case you guys didn't hear that, that was Chris, who's a guy in the office. He's actually kind of the boss around here. He said he looks like a Hawaiian. I don't know about that, Paris. I mean, it would be really cool, but I have no idea, and I don't really know exactly. I think it'd be really fun if we could. Okay, so just to check, this is what it all looks like, and right now I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, it looks really cool, and I really like these details, but because of the details on this one, it almost looks like it's too much. I kind of want to simplify it, which means I'm going to kind of start over. I'm going to keep this. It's kind of a crazy looking thing. And I'm going to actually go ahead and on a new layer start again on these decorative pieces back here. Mostly because I kind of like the... I kind of like what this looks like. It's kind of a little bit simpler. It's not nearly as busy. You still kind of get the... I still kind of want to get some of the direction this could go. Like, I already like that better because it kind of frames it better. Give him the angry eyebrows. I'm going to take this and make this easier thing to work with by a workaround, but still be able to see. I believe yeah, we would love to see people's stuff. That's not the direction I want it to be. Why don't you guys make up the backstory? I would love to see what you guys come up with. I know we have some writers in our crowd today. Okay, I'm actually getting to a point where, one, I'm gonna have to get offline soon, but I want to get this kind of crease filled in. I'm gonna fill in just by doing this. Just by doing that. And then I'm also going to specifically make a single layer that, in part because I want to pose it and make it longer, take it out over here, And then go like this. Maybe not so long. That'll work for now. Let's get this into our fun bronzy bronze. Yeah, I really like how just having some of the bigger leaves to help frame stuff. With that said, we like that. And get another one in here. Almost exactly like that, except for I want to transform it. There we go, so like it blends in a little bit more. And I'm gonna then pose the tip. Curtis, the game is set right before the events of Redwall, actually. There we go. Starting to get the hang of what I want. Alright, guys. This is what we've got so far. I'm kind of glad I went in and started to change some things up. It's like... I think this is looking pretty good. Like, it's not nearly as leafy as some green men, which is, again, taking inspiration from. But I like where this is at. It looks good. Then again, we could just keep doing this. Just adding more and more layers. But Well, Nova, I think that is a very good high compliment to give her. I would agree. It does sound like it's from a book. Alright guys, but that's going to be the end of this stream. Again, thanks for coming. This is what we got today. It's a fun, interesting, kind of crazy little thing. Anyway, have fun guys. Have a good day. Thanks for coming. Next week we do not have a stream, but the week after we will be back with probably another art stream, but might be a game stream. Who knows? We'll let you know. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for coming again.